In February 2019, the Socialist Prime Minister of Spain, Pedro Sánchez, announced that early parliamentary elections would be held for the 350 members of the Chamber of Deputies and for 208 of the 266 members of the Senate on April the 28th, 2019. That is in 8 weeks from today. According to the latest opinion polls, Spain will likely face another period of political uncertainty and instability because neither the currently ruling socialists nor the main opposition party, the Popular Party, is likely to win a majority in either the either the Chamber of Deputies or the Senate. The Chamber of Deputies, of course, being the most important one of the two chambers, because it alone has the power to formally elect the prime minister designate and to pass a constructive vote of no confidence against the government. According to the latest opinion polls available on Wikipedia, the socialists would get between 24.1 and 28.9% of the vote. Even according to the most optimistic seat prediction, they would have 122 seats out of 350 so far, short of the 176 seats that they would need to get an overall absolute majority. The Popular Party would get between 18.6% and 23.6%. Even the most optimistic seat prediction would give them 97 seats. Then the Podemos party would get between 11.5 and 16% of the vote. The Ciudadanos party would get between 13.5 and 20.2% of the vote. Then the Republican left of Catalonia would get between 2.8 and 3.8% of the vote. The Catalan European Democratic Party would get between 1.1 and 1.7% of the vote. The Basque Nationalist Party would get between 1.1 and 1.4% of the vote. The Animalist Party against mistreatment of animals, according to one opinion poll, would get 1.9% of the vote, but would not win any seats. The Euskal Herria Bildu, a leftist Basque nationalist and pro-independence political coalition, would get between 0.6 and 0.8% of the vote. The Coalición Canaria party, representing the Canarian nationalists, would get between 0.2 and 0.3% of the vote. And then the populist right-wing Vox party would get between 10% and 13.3% of the vote. It could easily become some kind of a holder of balance of power, alongside with, of course, Podemos and Ciudadanos. Spain is a parliamentary monarchy where the king's role is mostly ceremonial, while the prime minister is the executive leader, but in order to govern, he must have a working majority in the lower house of the Cortes Generales, or the Spanish National Parliament, the Chamber of Deputies, or Cámara de Diputados.